Okay, welcome to the Job Spectrum report for Leo. This is the second fire sign of the year starting at the March equinox 2021, and it's for Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This time Leo gets the weight of their questions. Counts three times the value of the Aries and the fire. Why does it do that? Because that's the rules of the job spectrum. That's how the mechanism works and behaves. So this is my 12-year art project, first and foremost. I did a piece of art called Overanalysis Paralysis Expo Facto about the Cubs and the Red Sox, both losing in spectacular fashion in 2003 in their respective ALCS and NLCS series. I thought there had to be a mystical, deeper reasoning why to that. So then I wrote a blog post about how we should pay baseball players. Maybe we pay them statistically and we reward them at the end of the year so they'll play better during the season. And I made a graphic showing how all this would work. And when I was looking at that graphic, I thought to myself, hey, that kind of looks like the Fibonacci sequence. So that's the seed and the genesis of this whole thing. My artwork enabled me to wander into a new way, how we think about the jobs we do and how we value them and how we can help each other make this reality a little bit nicer, funner, cleaner, more fun. And we do that. Let me show you how this thing makes money. The ads are embedded in the surveys. There's a one-time membership fee, and that doesn't start until 2026. There's manufactured data subscriptions. This thing generates a ton of data that we never even knew existed. And since I'm really the only one who knows how it works, it's like a big secret I can't tell. It's crazy. Then, since it does behave like an index, you leave your money in there. When you need it, you pull it out, just like the stock market, just like the NASDAQ. That's why it's called the Job Spectrum. It's not Job Spectrum, it's the Job Spectrum. It is an index. So the top four special sauces, there's plenty more, but we're repurposing new avenues of compensation, taking tired and unethical concepts and repurposing those as well. We are redefining work or labor through technology, and what we do when we do all these things together, it creates an index of opportunities. One of the ways we share the labor is we do it through the zodiac sign, which it directly has everything directly to do with the kind of data this thing is going to manufacture. The reason why it's going to manufacture crazy data is because it's going to start validating some of these traits that the zodiac we say we have over the past hundreds of thousands of years. What signs are generous? What signs are moody? What signs are lovers? What signs are empaths? This is going to lend credence to the way these perceive the zodiac signs and the behaviors that they do. And it's going to be through the different jobs we all do. So there's that. And then what we're doing is we're empowering we the people to collectively influence how our different job roles are valued, because we're going to be assigning the value, offering a way to elevate undervalued professions. So the way we do this is kind of one of the job spectrum marks. These represent different silos of thinking, and we're combining them into a new way to think about things. All 6 of these things, and there's probably more, but these are the biggest groupings that we can put together through the seed of life. This is the seed of life. This is the seed of my business. This is the seed of this idea. And this is sacred geometry, and that is incorporated in the flower of life. Beyond individual games, the job spectrum aspires to reshape societal and economic structures by leveraging data to inform policy and business decisions. This in turn fosters a kinder, more intelligent, more empowered society. That's all it is. We're governed by the eternal laws and principles of nature that eliminates the greed. So this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I expect this thing to make money, and I expect this thing to make me richer than beyond my wildest dreams. But the way this thing is designed, it's designed how plants grow, by how phones work, by how special effects in movies do a better job of emulating consciousness. The job spectrum works within the way consciousness behaves. It does that through its mechanism that turns just like this, the shared labor, shared revenue mechanism. This is Leo. This is the one we're doing right now. So I'm going to share with you how that works through these 3 questions. And I can show you more through the way this is the job spectrum survey right here. You could take it for Virgo now because we're in Virgo. But here's the rules. Here's the pretty graphics. Here's the 21 guilds you can join. You can join one of the guilds. Here's the simple rules and regulations. There's no longer been the rules for Monopoly. In fact, Monopoly rules are a lot longer. It's built to be super easy and super quick, but it's also built to make you think. And while you're thinking, you're going to be seeing ads of sponsors throughout the survey. This is how the survey works, is that you can buy ad space in here and advertise your product, business, or service to an audience that's super engaged, but also an audience that knows that your media buy, the dollars you spend to buy ads within the JobSpectrum mechanism, are going to be divided among all the people taking the survey. How will that money be divided? There's accountability lab right there. Well, it depends on how we answer the survey. The survey dictates where the money goes. That way we can steer this thing, and I'm going to show you in the following slides the fun things behind all that stuff. So let's get to that. Here's the Leo results for 2025. The top 3 that came in, I look upon this like an English Premiership soccer league or a golf tournament with different golfers. There's 21 golfers, there's 21 teams, and each week different teams win or lose, or different golfers win or lose. So the top 3 here are the Farming and Food Industry Guild is number 1. There's the Military, Public Service, and Disaster Response number 2, and then General Skilled Tradesmen, Electrical, Plumbing, Carpentry, yada, yada, yada. Then you got restaurant people, you got transportation people, you got physician's assistants, all the way down to the bottom 3, which are General Insurance Industries and Risk Pool Guild. You got Marketing, Advertising, and Creative Services that coming in second to last. And the last valued by the the Leo 2025 is Information and Knowledge Security Software Developers. So what's the next slide? So this is how the different JobSpectrum results have gone throughout for the first 5 months that this is going on. So you can see, if I can show you here with my cursor, these top 5 kind of stay put and they switch places over and over and over again. We got a couple that have dropped in and out, but then we've got all kinds of like kinetic movement between these ones in the middle, where these all switch places over and over and over again. And that dictates the amount of money each one of these guilds the members get from month to month to month. And then on the bottom, we've got a couple that this one, Marketing and Advertising, is kind of the lowest score consistently. It's only come in last once, but it's always in the bottom 3. The first in March, Aries, this was the results. April, Taurus, this is the results. May, Gemini, the results. June, Cancer, the results. July, and this is how they go back and forth. I mean, I think look at the consistencies here with restaurant, hospitality, and food service. They've stayed very consistent. And another thing with military, public service, and disaster, they're always in the top 2. The other ones kind of bounce around. But this is a steerable, drivable mechanism. We can all decide to reward different guilds at different times of the year. And this is only the tip of the manufactured iceberg. What I'm doing here is I'm teaching you a new game or procedure, like James Naismith taught basketball. A modern example of this is CrossFit. CrossFit is sportified exercise. What the JobSpectrum does is it gamifies capitalism. And how that does it, it's through a participant-owned co-op media channel, and that means we share the profits of the media buys collectively, every member of the JobSpectrum, by repurposing advertising and marketing through a simple survey. Created an index of multiple revenue streams, which I'm trying to share with you here. And this gamifies and democratizes capitalism itself. This gamifies and democratizes capitalism itself. By being a member of a guild, you, on a month-to-month basis, you will receive income which varies by how your guild scores. If you are a member of the military, public service, and disaster response, you're going to be getting some really good payment, because this is the value that our members are assigning to you, divided by the zodiac. Next month, it'll be something different. Like if you look at some of these, your income from the JobSpectrum is going to vary, but that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So, and all these guys right here, I'm not this smart. This is my labor of love and my passion. And these guys, I've pulled the knowledge for this stuff, the influences from all these very smart, spectacular people. So thank you for your time for listening today. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in Virgo in about 3 weeks to a month. Goodbye.